Looking for a place to stay in Moorea that won't break the bank, but still puts you right on the water? Well, we spent 3 nights at Hotel Kaveka, and today I'm sharing the good, the not so good, and the one thing that really surprised me, just how incredible the views and the snorkeling was right off the hotel dock at a budget price point. Moorea is often called Tahiti's little sister island. It has lush mountains, turquoise water, and a laid-back island life of bungalows, a restaurant over the water, and a very relaxed vibe. Now, this is not a mega resort. It's simple, quiet, and very Polynesian in style. So before booking Hotel Kaveka, I spent time reading reviews on Booking.com, Expedia, Reddit, and other sites to see what guests were really saying. A few clear themes came up again and again: location, rooms, and the snorkeling. We decided to take a chance and book for 3 nights. At about $200 a night, the price felt very reasonable for Moorea. So before I break down the pros and cons, let's take a little look around. The hotel entrance is right on the busy main road. And yes, you'll hear traffic there in the parking lot. But once you step into the property, the noise fades away completely. To your right are the bungalows. And then is just a short walk to the reception and dining area. Check-in was easy, and the first thing I noticed was how laid back this place feels. You're not walking into a luxury lobby with chandeliers and cold towels. It's relaxed, welcoming, and unpretentious. And sometimes, well, that's exactly what you want. And both my husband and I liked that the hotel had a dog and 2 resident cats that ventured throughout the property. It made it feel, well, more homey. One thing reviewers mention a lot is the room condition. Some describe the bungalows as charming and comfortable, while others say certain rooms feel dated, often depending on location and renovations. So let's tour our room and you can decide for yourself. It is room 325. Go up here, open the sliding door. And here it is. There's a smaller bed right here. And the glass goes to the outside. See the bamboo through the window there? You got your king size bed here. Over there, a little desk. And right here, yep, your shelves and your safe. On the top there, there's an iron and a blow dryer, an extra blanket. And then you got your longer closet here. Oh, and an ironing board. So that's right here. Over here, you have this. You want to open this little up. And, yep, you got the mini fridge. And down below, you have shelves. So plenty of room for your stuff. And again, this is your little work area, your little desk. And then you go through here, and you have your sink, right? And then over here, let's turn on the light. You have a large walk-in, very tall shower. But my husband says you have to be careful. It can be pretty slippery. And yeah, the tile has seen better days, but hey, this is French Polynesia, still pretty great. And then, and here's the bathroom, which is a little more unusual because it's more of a rectangle rather than an oval toilet. But you do see a little, yeah, where the paint has kind of blistered off. but it seems to be clean. It has a nice fan on the top there, but it does have air conditioning. And then you have a great TV there, although I think you're not going to spend much time in your room. You're going to be out looking at this gorgeous beach. Now, one Booking.com reviewer said room was pretty old and needed freshening up. I'd say it's probably fair, but these rooms are about simple comfort, not modern luxury. But step outside onto your veranda and you'll quickly understand why most people book here. One of the most consistently praised features across the view sites is the location. And I completely agree. The views over Cook's Bay are stunning. Hear those waves? Well, this is what it's like right near our hotel room. Go down these steps. And we're right there. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, I'm sitting here, after being just about not getting much sleep at all with our red-eye flight, getting in at after 5 a.m., then having to wait and take the ferry over here. But let me tell you, it's worth it because we are on Moorea and it is paradise. Just look at this. Absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. And there's a nice little breeze. The hotel has a long covered boardwalk that leads the steps right down into the water. Reviewers frequently mention snorkeling right off the dock, spotting fish, rays, and sometimes even turtles. So no extra excursion required. So right here the dock ends and you can go right in the water. And people have said the snorkeling is great. I noticed, I don't know, can you see down there? I see some fish right there. Wow, there's a lot of them. You don't even have to go snorkeling. You can sit here on the dock. Yep, Otis Redding song coming to mind. But they make it easier because you do have steps right down to it. Makes it much easier getting out too. So that description was spot on. Between the private beach area, the dock, and the fish swimming just feet away, the setting is paradise. That said, reviewers do point out a few drawbacks. Wi-Fi is one of the most common complaints. It tends to work best near reception and can be unreliable in the bungalows. That matched our experience, although honestly, we didn't spend much time in our room anyway. A smaller number of reviews mention maintenance issues like ants, humidity smells, or air conditioning problems. Well, we didn't experience ants or odors, but our air conditioning did stop working a few times. The upside? Well, staff responded quickly each time and had it running again without hassle. The hotel's restaurant sits right over the water, which makes every meal feel special. For dinner, the menu offers a mix of Polynesian and international dishes. Our dinners were okay, but we really loved seeing all the fish in the water right by our table. Wow, you would not believe how many are here. Oh, that pretty blue and green one came back. Boy, it's pretty. One guest raved, delicious dinners with a beautiful setting on Cook's Bay. While another said, breakfast was expensive and we waited 25 minutes for eggs. I'd agree with that assessment. Dinner was solid, but the breakfast buffet had limited selections and to me wasn't worth the price. Now, one thing to know is the Hotel Kaveka is kind of mid-island, which makes it a great base for exploring Moorea. You can go to the Belvedere Lookout, Opanohua Valley, on hikes, lagoon tours, and roadside food trucks are all an easy drive away. That's really where Hotel Kaveka works best, as a comfortable base, not a destination resort. So let's break it down. Well, for pros, incredible location right on Cook's Bay, affordable compared to many of the Moorea's luxury resorts, great base for exploring the island, and that dock access for swimming and snorkeling. Now for cons, well, there's no swimming pool if that's something you wanted. Wi-Fi can be unreliable. Rooms are simple and rustic, not luxury overwater bungalows. And there's limited dining variety if you're staying longer. As one viewer summed it up, beautiful setting with great snorkeling, but rustic rooms and patchy Wi-Fi. You know, for us, I think the truth landed somewhere in the middle. For us, Hotel Kaveka was the perfect choice for a short stay in Moorea. If you're looking for, 5-star pampering, well, this isn't the hotel for you. But if you plan to spend your days exploring the island and want a beautiful, affordable place to come back to at night, this hotel makes a lot of sense. Would I stay here again? Yes, especially as a base for exploring Moorea. Now I'm going to leave you with this beautiful rainbow we spotted while eating breakfast at the hotel. It's one of those moments that just sticks with you. Thanks for joining me for this honest review of Hotel Kaveka in Moorea. If this helped with your trip planning, give it a like. It helps more travelers find the video. And don't forget to subscribe for more travel guides and honest reviews. And remember, adventure awaits.